Let's bring a little sunshine and tropics into our kitchens. I'm going to show you how easy it is to make this tropical dessert using only a few ingredients. We're going to use authentic key limes. They're so aromatic and tangy. Then we'll add in sweetened condensed milk. This silky smooth filling will have the perfect balance between sweet and tart. We'll start out by making a traditional crust, which is graham cracker crust. Finally, we'll garnish our key lime pie with some sweet whipped cream and some key lime zest. Let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is make a crust. I made this one this morning. You're going to need 1.5 cups of graham crackers. You need 3 tablespoons of sugar and 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted. You're going to take those 3 ingredients, put them in a bowl together, and you're going to stir that around. Once you have a wet, sandy mixture, you're going to put that into a 9-inch pie pan. You want to press the crumbs into the pan up the sides and around the bottom. And then we're going to par bake this. So I would recommend just putting it in the oven for about 8 minutes at 350. Normally you would bake this for about 10 minutes to get it completely done. 8 minutes will allow it to set before we put our filling in. So before we start our filling, let's talk limes for a minute. These are key limes, and these are just little jewels. They are known for their fragrance, they're aromatic, they are very, very tangy. They're beautiful little limes. They're harder to come by. Springtime is a good time to find key limes in the supermarket, which is where I found these, and I was excited and decided no time like the present, let's make a key lime pie. These are Persian limes, and you can get these year-round in your supermarket. So for the sake of being authentic and traditional, we're using key lime, but there is no shame in this. If it's a Thanksgiving dinner and you want to make key lime, go for it. You can use these. This is just a little more aromatic, and these are definitely a little more tangy. So a couple things to keep in mind. If time is a factor, you're going to get a whole lot more juice out of this than this. If you're using Persian limes, you can probably juice 5 or 6 of these. You need 2/3 of a cup of juice. If you're using these, don't let me scare you away. You need about 20 to 24 of these. However, if you want to make an authentic pie, you'll want to at least give these a try. Let's start making our filling. We need to separate 4 eggs. We do not need the egg whites, we need the egg yolks. These are at room temperature. They're nice and warm. We're going to put those aside. We do not need those for now. And we're going to add the egg yolks into a medium-sized bowl. We're going to whisk them. And the next thing we're going to do is zest our little limes. I would say just be patient and enjoy. These are very tiny, but they're beautiful. You want to get just the green part. It's very easy to cut right down to the white, and that underneath, it's called pith, it's bitter. So you just want to glaze over the top and just kind of work your way around the lime and get all that nice zest. This has so much flavor in it. I can smell it. And then we're going to put this directly into the egg yolks so that the oils from this zest starts getting into the egg yolk. So that is the zest of 4 little key limes. So we're gonna whisk this briskly, say for about a minute. You're basically working the oils and all that aroma and flavor out of this lemon zest and into the egg yolk. Now we're gonna add in our sweetened condensed milk. Sweetened condensed milk is actually whole milk and a whole lot of sugar. And this sweet creamy will offset the tart of the lime and make just a beautiful, yummy filling. Once you get the sweetened condensed milk in, you just want to give it a good stir till it's all smooth and incorporated. I wish you could smell this. It's so amazing. This lime fragrance is incredible. It smells so fresh and summery. We'll set this aside for a minute while we juice some limes. Before I start cutting these and juicing, I just wanted to show you one more thing. You can see this one's really rich and dark green, and this one is really yellow. There's nothing wrong with the yellow ones. If you go to the store and you see a big bag of them, a lot of them are yellow. The juice inside and the flesh inside, I'm about to show you, they're exactly the same. The juice is the same. They're wonderful. They just have different colors. So I'll show you quickly. There's the green one and there's the yellow one. They're just the same inside. So don't be afraid if you see yellow ones, there's nothing wrong with them. They seem like they're bad, but they're not. They're perfect. Zesting these little things is maybe a test of your patience, but it's so worth it. Just give it a try, trust me. So I have been busy, if you can see this. I juiced 22 of these little limes. We're working toward getting 2/3 of a cup of juice. You always want to strain it to make sure the pulp and the seeds don't make it into your mixture. So that's what we're going to do now. And this is the simplicity of this recipe. We're going to add this lime juice in. I should say key lime juice. Stir it around. And this is ready to bake. Just want to make sure that all of the ingredients are incorporated. They look smooth. Might take just a minute to get there. So now it's ready to go in the pie crust. You can see all the little flecks of the lime zest in there. Those are little flavor bombs. So now I'm going to put this in the oven at 350 for about 15 to 18 minutes. What we're looking for is it'll be set on the outside and firm, and there will be a slight jiggle in the center. Like when you move it, there will be a slight jiggle in the center. It'll be done then. It will finish setting once it comes out and cools and is refrigerated. So it's time to take the pie out of the oven. Oh my gosh. Wow, it smells so good. Wow, it looks so pretty. I'm going to bring it up here, and I'm just going to do the jiggle test. See, it's moving slightly. That is perfect. So now it needs to cool. We're going to leave it cool at room temperature, just right here on the cooling rack for about an hour. And then you should put it in the fridge anywhere from 2 to 4 hours. A good way to check is if you're really getting excited and you want to eat it, check it in an hour and just do the jiggle test. You'll be able to tell if it's set or not, because it will be immovable once it sets in the fridge. I want you to see how beautiful this is. I just took it out of the refrigerator. It only chilled for about 2 hours, and it is gorgeous. It is completely set, and I can't wait to get this done. Let's make our whipping cream. I promise you this, if you try making homemade whipped cream, you will never go back to store-bought. This is so simple. I'm going to show you quickly how to do it. I have 1 cup of very chilled, cold, heavy whipping cream. This is 237 mLs. We're putting in 2 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. You can also use granulated sugar if you don't have this. This is 25 grams. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. So this only takes about 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes of your time, and it turns out so amazing. I'm using a handheld mixer, clearly. You can also use a stand mixer fitted with the whisk attachment. All you have to do is just keep monitoring it. This way, it's right here in front of me. You just want to keep checking it so that it doesn't overmix. I usually give this a little stir just for the sugar mainly, just to get mixed in a bit before I turn the beaters on. Start slow and then you work your way up to higher speeds. That gives you the best whip. This hasn't even been 2 minutes yet and I'm already seeing texture in the mixture. Once you start to see a little trail form in the cream, you're getting closer to being done. I'm gonna stop and just check it and just see where we are here. Ooh, we might actually be almost there. Can you see that? Those are between medium and stiff. We're gonna let it go just a little more, but we're very close. It looks so yummy. So here's what I want to say to you. We have a beautiful bowl of lovely, lightly sweetened, homemade whipped cream in way less than 5 minutes. You can put this right on the pie. You could spread this all over the pie if that's what you want to do. You do not have to do anything special. It would be yummy and amazing. You could even then just put some zest of the lime on top. Gorgeous. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. I have a decorating bag here. This has an open star tip. It's a 1M, and that is what I'm gonna use to just pipe some whipped cream onto our pie. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some whipped cream in this bag. By the way, these are super cheap, and actually these aren't very expensive either if you ever want to use them. I'll put a link in the description. They're not expensive, and they really can add just a beautiful touch to whatever you're making. That should be enough. Just want to shake it down to the bottom. Twist the top of the bag, because you don't want it coming out the end of the bag. And then we're just going to put some pretty stars on here just to make it prettier. And just squeeze gently. I'm going to put one right in the center, just a small one. So I'm going to do a couple little creative things with our pie. You don't have to do that, and you may have some more amazing ideas than I have. I'm going to do a little bit of key lime zest just on the top of this white whipped cream, and then I'm going to put a little twist of a key lime right on there, and it'll be done. So stick with me for a second. I'm going to zest this right into this bowl. So I zested 2 little limes, and you can see there's not a ton there, but these are packed with flavor. So I'm only putting just a tiny little sprinkle on each one just for the color and the flavor. It just makes it look so much prettier if there's a little bit of color on there. This is turning out just gorgeous. It's so pretty. Then the last thing I'm doing is just making a little bit of a twist. Just want one thin slice. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. Take that one little thin slice and I'm going to cut it about halfway in, half to 3/4 of the way in. And you want to just remove those little seeds. Nobody wants to eat those. And then basically you're just doing a twist like that. Can you see that? And that is going to go right here in the center. Look how pretty that is. And it's done. This was super simple to make. So it's time for us to cut the pie. It's so beautiful, I kind of hate cutting it, but I'm really anxious to have a bite. That is just set beautifully. I can just see when I'm slicing it. It just looks so nice. So sometimes getting the first piece out of the pie dish is a real challenge. This is actually my second piece. Look how pretty it is though. Now we're gonna taste it. I'm taking a bite of this. I can't wait any longer. It's so creamy and yet it's set. It's an amazing thing. Wow. There is a punch of lime flavor there. It is absolutely delightful. And the cookie crust mixed in there and then this light whipped cream on top. This is probably one of the best pies I think I've tasted in the last several months. You've got to try this. This was so easy to make and just so fun. Look how gorgeous that is. I certainly hope you give this a try. If you're having fun learning how to make pies, and this is an easy one, I would highly recommend checking out my pie playlist. I have several easy crust recipes and easy filling recipes. I hope to see you in the next video.